All right, they're taking the Senna out. Probably a good idea. Dwaven and Varus. Wow, 3 ADC bands plus Callista on this side. No Azir for Humanoid. Crimson pretty good at Azir too, though. And the Lucian for Yaki Love. All right. So we're gonna Lulu. We're gonna Philios Lulu in response. Okay. I accept. Philios Lulu actually really good in lane versus Lucian Nami. They have to take Lulu now. Early Cassante for 369 because they have to take Lulu before it's banned. Okay, okay. No Jax, which is a flex pick between jungle and top lane. No, wait, really? All right, it's demolish Lulu lanes. Well, I don't understand this, actually. I don't understand this, guys. So if you are... Like, the Lulu and the Aphelios actually do very well in the early laning phase versus Lucian Nami. But if you're going to take the Scion, you're going to lane swap. So, like, then you're going to take the Demolish Lulu. So, Fnatic's doing the G2 Dark Tech. But I just don't get it. If you're going to pick the Aphelios Lulu lane, then you probably want the 2v2. Interesting. Okay. So, they're going for the Viego reset composition. This makes sense. You chunk somebody out in the front line with the Lucian, or you get a pick off with the Ahri, and then you can snowball it. So Viego, I think, is good here. Interesting to see the LeBlanc. Feels like we've gone back in time a few years watching Ahri LeBlanc matchups in the mid lane. Hard to get pickoffs though, right? And I think the LeBlanc is actually a good pick here. I think the LeBlanc is a good pick because you can get, you know, a lot of this when you play against Lucian compositions. You need to be able to actually put damage onto the Lucian when he comes forward, which, like, the LeBlanc can threaten that, and so can the Xin Zhao. You can also side lane very effectively with the LeBlanc. So they are going to go for the 2v2. Maybe they were anticipating that the Lucian Nami... I think, actually, here's my new theory. I think they were anticipating that when they saw Lucian Nami versus Aphelios Lulu, I think... that Fnatic thought that top would lane swap, which is why they picked Scion. Right? I think that they were anticipating lane swap because a lot of times, like, you want to lane swap Lucian Nami until they hit level 3, and then they become very powerful. But the early levels are a bit rough versus Aphelios Lulu. All right, so it is going to be Scion cheese strat. That was another possibility, I guess. So remember that the Aphelios Lulu has a pretty strong, like, first couple levels versus Lucian Nami. And so you might be able to set up for an early dive here. So they're trying to Scion cheese. Or as Double Lift would call it, a lane swap. I wouldn't call it a lane swap, but, you know, some people do.
Moved out as well. You gotta love it. Ebb and flow from Mako, and again, another bit of light follows through. Decimating smash, 369 right.
The smite comes down early, actually, from Razork. Oscar and gets the actual chicken, I think.
It's an even trade between top laners so far as Ignite goes down. Audacious charge from Razork though as Jackie Love jumps back in, and they've gone too deep. That's a flash away. Fnatic don't have the damage, it seems. They need to land as Humanoid finally comes in. Cream a bit overzealous, but on this top laner, a couple more autos. No one.
Tian saw a smite. That's too bad. Early smite from Razork.
As they get a transition over to Void Grubs in the 1v1.
369 in the lane phase doing what he does best. The ulti is stopped. The gap is closed. 369. Today, what's he rolling for Oscar Innen? About to find out the flip back, the flash away, still with the range. 369 holds it, Razork.
Oh no, 369. Oscar barely lives. Razork is there to bail him out. Some fancy footwork there from Oscar, though. Humanoid gets first blood. That's huge. That's great.
Wait, lazy recall? He's going to CTN, right?
I think he is. Meanwhile, on the 2v2 on the bottom side, let's pause because Noah's in trouble himself. Jackie Love and Mako do it best as Noah flashes and...
I don't know if Noah had to flash for that.
He's going to CTN, right?
I think he is. Meanwhile, on the 2v2 on the bottom side, let's pause because Noah's in trouble himself. Jackie Love and Mako do it best as Noah...
Maybe he did. I mean, Jackie saw it flash, so I guess he kind of did have to flash.
1v1 is something, but here we go. Tower dive.
It's happening.
Uh-oh, the poly with the purple gun. That's a yikes, dude. It's okay though because you actually denied the wave. It's not that bad.
Sure, the kills. Unfortunately for him, after the good route.
I mean, this is how LPL teams play, though. Like, they actually don't care about dying on these waves as long as they're denying the ADC advantages. Like, this is a pretty classic way that the LPL plays, is that they will take those trades. And, you know, because you're also resetting, you can continuously apply pressure, and now Tien can come to bot side. So it's like, I don't think they care about dying there because they got the kill onto JackieLove, and the Lulu got 2 kills, and the ADC lost the wave. And you've got double the CS. I mean, look at JackieLove. They denied so much into turret. So top esports, even though they're dying, is actually creating favorable bot lane states.
For Mako and JackieLove, and with Tien hovering around with his level lead, you really got to respect it more and more.
Yeah, we have 6 for JackieLove now. He can just cull if he wants. You can poke him out.
Has his ulti this time, he gets out of range and survives the second time. Ulti dodged away, so no heal up for no on the bottom side. And tempo heaven for top esports is what they're trying to.
Jackie has no mana too.
Humanoid's the difference maker.
The end gets past, he flashes away. It's matched by Humanoid. Double chain comes out. 2 chain sets up.
Mako's not 6 either.
Humanoid's the difference maker.
The end gets past, he flashes away.
Dude, I love JackieLove. He's just like, okay, you knocked me next to Noah. Goodbye.
He gets a trade, but now he's isolated. Wind becomes lightning, and man.
And going over to Humanoid there. See what he can do because LeBlanc gets so scary here.
Yeah. 2 kills already. Jun not going to be targeted. There's a flash charm away. Clean execution in the.
Going over to Humanoid there. See what he can do because LeBlanc gets so scary here.
Yeah. 2 kills already. Jun
Charm flash.
not going to be targeted. There's a flash charm away.
Very nicely done into bubble.
Hysterics? No. It's dangerous.
This is the hub of Lucian Nami, by the way. It's like post 6, post level 6, mid lane pressure is so good. I mean, this is just the core. This is the core essence of the Lucian Nami. Is just you get mid control now.
All right, let's see. After the reset,
And it's absolutely brutal what you can do. Yeah, Tien just wants one of these, but they're actually recall. I guess 369 is going to TP in. Yeah, here we go. Top should fight this.
All right, let's go now with the gauntlet and the all-out available. He wants to separate while the Crescent Guard does the same. Tien, looking for his
Except they double TP'd in. They double TP'd in, and Ari's not there. Cream is behind the play a lot of the time this game. Oh, big Affiliate assault. All right, they got the grub. Not bad. I mean, I'm concerned because like Cream's behind the play a lot of the time.
TP to help save 369's life. Sigil comes through, but it's a double TP. In fact, coming one from Fnatic. Cream to save the day for now. His Spirit Rush is available. They turn.
Even though Fnatic's TP plays have been good.
369 trying to buy time, but Humanoid is unstoppable at the moment. Top esports are always trading, but Humanoid is trying to get them through this mid-game as best as possible.
Yeah, Fnatic, they're doing a good job forcing on the side lanes. They're trying to ignore the Jackie problem right now. They're like, if we don't go mid, then it won't be an issue.
Oh, super nice flash follow on the route.
Favor of EU right now is keeping it real.
Oh, the side lanes. Fnatic are like, fine.
I like how in this game JackieLove's up 3,200 gold, Humanoid's up 2,300, and it's just become like JackieLove versus Humanoid.
So if you're looking at AD carry items, if you're a top esports fan, you should definitely zoom in. If you're a Fnatic fan, maybe like cut off the bottom of the screen.
Oh, the engage, there we go, but Humanoid gets bubbled. The culling, the wild growth gets him out if only just.
Definitely zoom in. If you're a Fnatic fan, maybe like cut off the bottom of the screen.
So this is what I was talking about. He's trying to punish JackieLove for dashing forward, but Mako actually just outplays him with the bubble.
The culling, the wild growth gets him out.
Bottom of the screen.
Like, because he double dashes in, and it's just read super well by Mako. So he W ulted.
I told you they live or die by this jungler. As Humanoid is too low to get back in, he's got no TP, so he sits on the edge of the fight while top esports plays front to back. The culling, the wild
It's weird that Tien dies here though.
Humanoid lucky to be alive.
Oh, he flashes in and misses his stun too. That's super bad. Like, this was such a positive play for top. And top could have just transitioned the poke damage they got on LeBlanc, because LeBlanc doesn't have TP anymore. That is basically a free Drake. That's a misplay by top esports. They tried to overplay their hand. Missing that stun was really huge from Tien.
From Razor, giant plants.
369 maybe with an angle. I mean, he's taking the damage, but he's not taking too much. Aqua Prison is good as well. The separation there. Deathmatch Smash doesn't connect. Mako's ulti does, though, as we got a bit of range, but Oscar goes to his death. They sidestep. Mako flashes away, and Oscar's isolated. Humanoid, no! Humanoid from the side as Cream has to strip.
Cream?
Does, though, as we got a bit of range, but Oscar goes to his death.
So Mako gets over the wall here with Flash. But Rookie actually just double W's with Flash. What is Cream doing though, dude? What the f is this TP? What the f is this TP? Like, you've already used All Out. You've already used Culling. What is this guy gonna do? What are his items actually? He has Malignance. He's fucking useless. Dude, Cream has been behind this fucking play, every play the whole game. Look at this from Humanoid, though. Look at this. W, Flash W. It's a super nice read from Humanoid. Oh, huge shutdown. Tried to juke.
Even playing around at these fights is making me a little nervous here. Okay. I mean, Humanoid, I'd be okay with, him poking around. Maybe he's able to do something, but
Razor caught out though. He's gonna get wild growth, but he gets sent back into the hole. Top esports. Kresigar comes out late. Tien gets a reset.
Oh my God, Oscar gets into the back line.
Because Cream is there waiting. I mean, unstoppable onslaught, unstoppable no longer as two quick picks for top esports.
Maybe we can have our numbers advantage right now because I believe
the thing is for Fnatic is like you just can't play these team fights. Like, you have to use your split push advantage right now with Humanoid. You have to use your, like, if I look at this game and I think about the way that Fnatic's been playing versus top esports, Fnatic has been better at using TPs this game, and they were winning when they could apply pressure in the split. Right? Like, trying to take these fights in these narrow corridors versus this giga-fed Lucian is such a mistake, and what a terrible ult by Oscarinen. What would you say is Dom1's problem right now? Shot calling? Yeah, I mean, they're terrible at shot calling, right? They need to replace Kellen with somebody who talks. What's your opinion if DK gets June? I don't know how much of a shot caller June is. I think June has had an insane glow up, especially in LEC playoffs. I thought he was so good. But I don't know if he moves his mouth.
This is what people forget. Jacula finally has a support, man. Yuyan Jar Dwar, the years of sitting down in the bottom side and just waiting for magic to happen of his own accord. Mark runs into that list as well. Top esports, they run through with the culling. The damage is insane. Unstoppable onslaught comes through as Jacula gets targeted. He flashes actually a mega play here. Fnatic might have a chance, but Jacula kiting back needs to die. You need to kill Jacula.
Dude, this fucking Lucian's just unkillable.
Unstoppable, of course. Humanoid with the saving grace. But Jackie is taking no prisoners. Tien is taking no disrespect. And top esports.
Honestly, if Humanoid like doesn't int at that fight and they just try and play side lanes, I think Fnatic maybe wins this.
Esports. It's going to be a very difficult one to keep alive, but we'll be there. So here's another look at what happened top. We didn't quite get full vision of that one.
That was clean. Humanoid has been really clean this game.
He definitely is very, very juiced.
Like, Fnatic engaging without Humanoid there is so crazy too. Like, they just don't have backline access, and they have to like melt Tien while simultaneously tanking all of the giga-fed Lucian's damage. So, also 369 had the angle, had the faster angle. Feels pretty bad. Like, you have to let Humanoid just win that and then collapse. I mean, Jackie Love is just too big. Oh, they get him? No.
This guy's playing Terminator mode. Arnold Schwarzenegger walks onto the rift and in 29 minutes says, I'll be back for game 2 with a driving force. but he shouldn't be let allowed to play this Lucian.
Pretty sloppy game, though.
Ban him out from every champion. And,
pretty fun to watch.
That would be a good strat. Jackie and Mako, though, they're going to be the ones in the picture here.
7K gold advantage on Jackie Love alone. Dear God. That level 1 really really Fnatic. I think that's the takeaway is, like, I don't really understand the shenanigans at level 1 because I think they had a pretty advantageous situation in the straight-up 2v2. So, why do it? So, Azir ban, that's like the humanoid signature champ. Razork and LEC teams in general have been like really prioing the Volibear. So, I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Kallista's still going to be up here. What have we got? So, we're just banning all the Yaki Love champs. And we're going to, what do we have still up? We have Not still up, right? Probably going to be a priority. Nautilus going to be pretty good here. Pretty good for either team. So, wouldn't be surprised to see that come up. They're going to take Renata. Okay. So they see the Xin Zhao, they realize it's going to be a more aggressive all-in composition, so you could have some counter-engage. 369 has been so good on Rumble this year. Like, incredibly clutch. Ban Talia, ban Zac, and we're going to take away Renekton for 369, and Galio mid lane. Okay, so Galio got buffs. I've seen Chovy play it in solo queue. I have no idea if Cream is playing it or not. But we're just going to blind the Cassante. Oh, it's actually support Rumble. Okay, all right. So this comes from FPX, guys. This is the life pick. We also saw Keria do it already. But this has been the trend sweeping the LPL and now into the LCK thanks to Miss Your Life. So really aggressive bottom lane here. Very dangerous kill lane, especially with Xin Zhao. You're going to be able to push advantages. They're going to blind LeBlanc. Yeah, good setup for the Viego from Fnatic. Very good burst setup from Callista Rend plus LeBlanc burst with Electrocute.
Do it. There's the
Camille.
We don't get the full combo with the Galio Camille versus the Cassante matchup.
Big burst, too, with Camille ults, targeting somebody so they can burst and get Viego resets. I'm into it.
Top esports R5 is going to end up with Cream.
Ari.
I guess whatever's safe.
I mean, Cream has been a good Ahri player. He just didn't look so hot last game. They're actually opting into this matchup again, though. Yeah, the 1-3-1 from Fnatic. Well, I mean, the 3, it's not like this is not a 1-3-1 composition, okay? So the thing about 1-3-1, just to talk about, like, yes, you have pressure in the side lanes, but the thing is that your 3 core has to actually be able to siege if you want a 1-3-1. You know what I mean, guys? Like, you have to be able to siege. Callista plus Renata plus Viego is not going to siege, right? This is not siege. You can't do shit with this in the 1-3-1 because you have low range, and so if you try in 1-3-1, probably the correct play is to engage on the 3 because they're gonna have to step so far up to turret that they could get caught out by a Rumble ultimate or something like that. Xin Zhao can engage really easily on them, so can Cassante. So it's not really that. What this is a pick comp. And it's about getting Viego resets, but I think you're much more likely to see Fnatic if they play this well. Sure, you will have side lane pressure, but you're probably going to have deep invades in the jungle and tower dives into the side lanes. You're not going to see this. I don't think you should 3-man siege if you're Fnatic. That's my take. So there is a difference. Like, 1-3-1 is a full map pressure composition where you're winning your side lanes and can provide pressure in the 3-man in mid. This doesn't do that. This is get pressure into a side lane and then use Callista, Renata, Viego to like dive a turret. Top esports here, they're going to try and win the bot side. They have a very favorable 2v2 matchup. I don't know if we don't want to see a lane swap probably from Fnatic because they want to get the Camille into the solo lane, and denying Camille here is pretty bad for Fnatic. So if Camille is on like level 1, because remember, like, Camille needs items. Cassante doesn't. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, having a famine Cassante is better than having a famine Camille. But at the same time, so you would think, okay, well, maybe top wants to lane swap as a result, but they really want the 2v2 because they can shit stomp the 2v2 with Varus Rumble into Callista Renata. So if you are top esports, you're probably okay with having standard lanes. And then what you want is to Jin Zhao Ari dive the bot side and deny the Kalista. Yeah, I'm very curious about this. This is the first Camille I've seen since the changes.
Coming into this series, I'd say most people were looking at top lane as one of the biggest mismatches.
But you know what? LPL is like the Camille region. Like, obviously, you know, you have players like You Should Know Me and everything like that. So you have to assume that 369's probably seen a lot of this. So they know Viego's topside because Viego just walked through mid lane to take top Scuttle Crab, and he's an unemployed jungler. Unemployed junglers are very dangerous, guys, because they just lurk around looking for ganks, and because they know he's unemployed because Tian actually went in and invaded him. And so he literally was actually just going for Gromp respawn, because remember, he started topside, but he's now unemployed, see? There's nothing for him to do. He's unemployed.
Maybe knowing a little bit too much information, because Razork must have been spotted on his cross up top as Cream could be in trouble. There's the flash commit from Humanoid again on top of Cream, who has no ulti. His flash to be burned is a question mark because Razork information.
And so Cream pushing up here is pretty dangerous because Humanoid actually went back. He was low, but now he has full HP. Both of them use TP to come back into lane. Difference is Humanoid actually has boots here. And so he just flashes directly onto Cream. Flash, he tether W's. I mean, Cream's just dead, right? He does get 2 flashes out. He shouldn't have flashed. He should have just taken the death.
Those plays are exactly what we were talking about in game number 1.
Jun, dude. By the way, Jun's run out of Glask has been so good. Jun makes so many flash handshake plays. By the way, he makes so many of these plays. Jun sees that play, gets him in turret range, gets a million Ren stacks onto Jackie Love. Oh, dude, the bailout. No!
Exactly what we were talking about in game number 1 with the flash handshake comes back.
No, the bailout. Oh. That's so sad. Great play by Jun, though. I don't know what Tian's doing. Can we discuss what Tian is doing here? This is f***ing terrible from Tian. Okay, so basically, Cream is losing mid lane, right? So Humanoid trades with him. He misses another charm. He just straight misses the charm. Gets engaged on, loses half his HP. Okay, so remember, the weird thing here is Tian has flash. 369 just TP'd into top side. Both top laners reset TP'd. You've got pressure. Tian thinks he can do this. But here's the question, guys. As soon as, like, what is going on in top esports comms? Because as soon as this happens, and he's Chunkarino'd, and Humanoid has full HP, and control over the minion wave, you have to assume that he's going to collapse in. So Tian cannot walk river. It's okay because he's going to get the grubs, but why not just flash over this wall? Razork doesn't have flash. And he doesn't have ult. Just f***ing flash. Like, why are we walking around river giving kills?
He already has his dark seal completed. He's got his sword shoes. Oscar's going for the ulti trade.
But part of that is also on Cream, guys, because if Cream doesn't take the horrible trade there and like miss his charm, then you know Tian maybe doesn't die.
Almost there, Oscar Renan. That precision protocol was closed as Razork, a dirty ulti. Finish him. He's out. 369 is dead. And we go back towards mid.
Ah! 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 He gets the kill anyway. Sync up once again. Why is the rumble always here? You must start getting annoyed. At least Jun here with the handshake though brings it back. No! Jun's handshakes though. This guy's run out of Glask is crazy good. He hits the charm, but he didn't want Jun that close to him to handshake him. Oh god, dude, Cream.
Jun is insane. Exactly right. Jun is insane. Another handshake from him.
Speaking of
No flash.
insanity, he flashed for this one. Tien, he has no ulti. He follows the blast going. Tien is next up.
Oh, God. So Tien goes in here.
Making a roam.
Humanoid sidesteps W, roots him,
He's first.
and
Following.
Tien with the crescent guard has to flash away. Again, caught out.
Tien has to use Flash and his ultimate to get out of that situation. They continue to push forward. Okay, so you hit the charm, but you can't actually kill him. Remember, Mako doesn't have Equalizer yet. He's not level 6. So Cream just ends up in turret range, and Razork's full HP. Razork has Flash, Razork has ult, Razork has stun, Razork just procs Conqueror and kills him. All right, I mean, he forces Oscarin's Flash out of that situation by using All Out under the turret.
Oscar, nice little sidestep here as Razor comes around.
Oscar's doing really well. I thought he'd be kind of a liability internationally, but he's been all right. He's been all right. Ooh, just can't quite get the bailout. Jun again, dude. This guy is so aggro with his like flash handshakes. It's crazy. This is what I thought we'd be seeing more of, is just like bot lane pressure. Because look how hard they're winning this lane guy, by the way. Jackie Love is 40 CS and 1.1k gold up. This is why it's hard to be in the 1v1 in this lane. Oh, oh no! Mako walked back into aggro. Wait, why did Mako have aggro here? Why did Mako have aggro? Did he have Scorch? Oh, I bet he got scorched, guys. Bet he got scorched. Oh, hoisted by his own petard. Lol. Honestly, like, credit to Fnatic's TPs, too. Like, really good in Game 1 and Game 2, I think. They don't respect Humanoid having TP up and reviving. Yeah, Crescent Guard doesn't do shit because Humanoid's just going to stand inside of it.
If you don't have Flash on Xin Zhao, you are a liability to get picked up. The blood continues.
Jesus Christ, that damage from LeBlanc. That's just like, what? He didn't even have Alternator up, guys. Humanoid actually, Alternator was still on cooldown. That's nutty. Okay, so now we want to push out bot side, get our TP back up, because Oscarin is going to have a TP advantage now, and we should be able to take take Herald here if you're Fnatic. TP. Yep. This is abusing TP advantage. Very nice, very nice, very nice from Fnatic. 369 had no TP. All right, 369 is part of this fight, but Cream actually has to ult here because he takes a bunch of free damage, basically. Misses his charm again. Not a very good Renata ult, but you know, they're able to convert this. It would be a good equalizer if there was anybody there to follow up, but they basically get to kite off of it for free. And then we just start getting... This is exactly how Fnatic wants to play this, though. They want these skirmishes all day. Apply pressure in side lanes. Opt into a skirmish in the jungle. Get Viego resets. This is great from Fnatic. Dude, does Cream hit one charm this game? I mean, I guess he hit that one on Jejun, but it actually got him killed. Oh, God. Cream is not this bad on Ahri, I swear, guys. If you watched LPL, you know. Dude, he's mom spaghettiing. The question is, who mom spaghetti's harder? Whose knees are weaker? Whose arms are heavier? Is it Busiel or is it Cream? I mean, trying to dive this without a minion wave is bold, especially up against the LeBlanc. He flashes it. Oh, man, he barely doesn't get Cream, but, well, he gets a shield from Renata. And maybe we shouldn't be diving turrets with no minion wave, guys. Oh, Tien can't get in range to E. Cream lives hilariously. Does Cream hit the charm?
You know, Mako's on the damage thread in the rumble, so
Literally, Jackie against Fnatic, and Fnatic right now, human.
No, he doesn't. All right, Chemtech Soul, pretty not ideal for Fnatic, but you take what you can get. Good vision. You only need Viego to take this. Otherwise, you're going to try and set up for a pick here. Get some damage down. Cream should not be separated. Cream should not be separated. Cream should not be separated from his team. It's too dangerous. You just get free poke. Oh my god. Huge hostile takeover. They just face check. Huge plays by Jun this game. Another missed charm onto Humanoid. 369 goes back in, but they actually knock him up with Callista ult here. And easy focus. Now they have Viego resets. Very nicely done by Fnatic. It's a good game by them.
Fnatic with that kill, grab the dragon. That will be soul point for them.
W adding player gold diffed. Yeah, that is good. They added the LEC. I wish it was on every broadcast too. I agree. All right, it's Baron now. Good game from Fnatic. Really good game. I mean, look at this again. You know, they're playing for the picks here in the... They're playing for picks, right? Jun, huge play onto Jackie Love. Noah lands the Q onto him. Razork gets the stun. We have both TPs coming in simultaneously. Humanoid TP's in, then gets a tether. Very nice. Mako doesn't even have time to ult here. Dude, Jun's handshakes are crazy. I watched him in the LEC playoffs as well, and his like flash handshake plays on Renata are next level, man. He like doesn't fucking miss. Obviously, guys, the exception to what I said earlier is once you have Baron buff, you actually can 1-3-1 because your lower range on your 3 group doesn't matter so much because you have this, right? So you can actually still siege and play back. It's just the siege prior to having Baron buff is kind of bad. And also you can't protect the cannon minions as we can see there, so. So even then it's not incredible, right? It's still not great as far as Baron sieges go. That's super dangerous, actually. The all-out makes him so squishy versus the Camille. Nice flash. Oscar plays as well. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, he's 2 levels up. I guess he was technically a level up there, but he had level 3 ult. Yeah, the Sterix is so big. We've seen Bwipo use Sterix very well in their first match, too, with the Urgot. Made some hero plays with it. Sterix is so deceptive. I mean, the amount of HP it gives you right now is just bonkers. It's before the nerfs. Dao K Dao, thank you for the tier 1 gift sub. Appreciate it. Airplane money for this month. Thank you. That was really well played by Fnatic. I think they did really well with their skirmishing that game, playing to their win conditions. Their TPs have been better in both games so far. Cream has been off. I don't want to see that fucking Cream Ari again, guys. Into game 3. Oh, they're going to ban LeBlanc. I think this is smart. You feel like you have some, I think, flexibility in bans here if you're top esports. Like, what has actually been threatening to you? You're going to ban the Lucian, Senna, and Draven, though, the typical Jackie Love bans. So they're going to first pick the Varus this time. All right, Maokai and Tristana. So Cream has been historically a pretty good Tristana player. Like, Cream basically kind of his like, player arc was, you know, melee champs into Tristana, into, like, more standard control mages like Azir. Take Xayah Rakan.
Not going to go for LeBlanc, obviously, this time.
So we're just going to leave Nautilus up. We should ban Nautilus here. Yeah, okay. Fnatic should absolutely ban Nautilus here. Volibear ban probably for top. Take away the Rumble. Yeah, Rumble's just too dangerous to let through because this could be another Varus Rumble lane, right? Which was very oppressive. Like, they really struggled with the 2v2, and 369 is an insane top lane Rumble too. So the Rumble ban, I love the not Rumble bans here from Fnatic. So we're R5ing top lane.
Put some more faith into Oscar. Oscar deserves your
Cassante, just take Cassante here, right? Varus Ashe, oh god, it's happening again. Cassante, Renekton. Renekton has been banned in previous games. Okay, so let's talk about these drafts a little bit. We've got heavy primary engage. Heavy primary engage. And we have non-committal engage with Sejuani ult, with Zac jump, right? Maokai ult as the primary engage over here. If you get, by the way, if you get standard lanes, I think top esports has a huge advantage here. I think that the Renekton should do very well against the Zac, and obviously double Hail of Blades is going to shit all over Xayah and Rakan. Problem here for Fnatic is, like, you're very reliant on Xayah for damage, I feel. Especially kind of in the mid game, because one item onto Talia is just Seraph's Embrace. So you kind of need 2 to 3 items before the Talia really starts to come online. And the Tristana is going to be pushing pretty aggressively. So standard lanes, you got to think top esports going to be feeling pretty good about. But I think Fnatic has to lane swap. Like, you don't last pick Zac knowing that you're in this Renekton and seeing the double Hail of Blades, and you have to lane swap if you're Fnatic. You have to. And like, Noah has to have a huge game, I think. I think the problem, though, is that there's not, like... So here's the thing. The Xayah is going to be under very little threat, right? His teammates should be blocking Maokai ult. The Renekton's going to have difficulty closing. So you basically know, if you're Fnatic, that you're going to front-to-back team fight, and they have to kill your tank line. Like, they have to kill the Zac and the Sejuani. So if the Zac and the Sejuani get huge, it's not terrible. You have to go on hit Varus here. You have to go Kraken Slayer Tristana. You get outranged by Trist, Varus, and Ashe. Yeah, but you have a big tank line. And that should allow the Xayah to free fire pretty effectively. Varus, Tristana, hard outdamage Fnatic comp. This is true. They will rip the tanks faster than top. Or basically, Fnatic can't rip tanks as fast as top can. Interesting. I think top is trying to call this lane swap. I think top assumes that the lane swap is going forward. I wish we didn't have this crowd shot over the mini-map right now. So they have to check brush to see if AD carry is here in the top side. I think Jackie Love and Mako should recall. Oh, they're actually calling the lane swap. So it looked like a standard lane start for Fnatic, but now they're drifting towards the top side.
So it is going to be the grouping here for Fnatic for the delayed invade. They have no sweeper for it.
Moving into position. I mean, he could get caught out here.
All right, they see it now.
It could not be worse. Jun, remember, flash W. See if they can get anything out of TM. Bramble Smash starts it off. The invade continues up as Fnatic.
Oh, God. This is such a disaster, guys. Ashe, you have that level 1 Ashe. This is like what fucking happened to FlyQuest, dude. Oh, no. Cream's trolling. Cream is fucking trolling. Did Cream skill an ability? Like, he should have rocket jump. Why isn't he flashing this? His jump got canceled. Yeah, his jump got canceled, but he should have flashed. He W'd really late. He failed the buffer. Yeah, that's tragic. That is tragic. Maybe they thought in case of lane swap they didn't want Hail of Blades Varus. No, I think they knew they were going to win lane so hard even without Hail of Blades with Ashe Varus that they just didn't care. And they wanted the lethal tempo later because if Oscarinin and Razork get really huge on Zach Sejuani, it's just more useful for tank busting in the late game. So I think it's more of a hedging issue.
Is it a bait? I don't know, because the Weaver's Wall from Humanoid follows up, but he's on the wrong side of it. Jackulov. I mean, he's gone.
Interesting. So Humanoid comes through, but he doesn't actually go on the other side of the wall to get the kill? Like, can't he just... Oh, he's worried about Cream. All right, he can't do this. He would die.
Because the Weaver's Wall from Humanoid follows up, but he's on the wrong side of it. Jackulov now looking for a...
Oh, Lord, though.
Permafrost is out. He gets rooted up. Tien, is it a bait? I don't know, because the Weaver's Wall from Humanoid follows up, but he's on the wrong side of it. Jackulov.
He just hits him with the Q, then he flashes forward for the auto onto Sejuani. Oh, no, it's a disaster! I do understand why he didn't go on the other side of that. Like, it looks bad in the end, because if he had gone on the other side, he would have traded 1-for-1 instead of just dying and not getting a kill back. But Cream was already on the way, and there was a lot of danger there, I think, if he jumped on the other side of the wall.
So much in the trade itself, but Kobe, look at bot onto Mako. They look for the engage, the quickness out on Jackulov as well. This time in the 3v2, it works out well. Jackie still sits.
Tien has ult.
And the zoning coming through from this virus. The feathers fly.
Where saw his ult? All right. Noah saw his ult. Woof.
Hits through the little gap, and Jackie survives here to push out the wave. Humanoid only 100 gold ahead. Cream's doing fine in the matchup, and Razork is not on something like the Viego or the Zinzao that can fight early. It's a slower pace of game for Fnatic here, Kobe. And that's the concern I have.
Well, it's also just the bot lane is a fucking tragedy, because if they had gotten the lane swap, I think this is very different for Fnatic, but they basically got themselves into the worst possible scenario in bot lane, which is being down 2 flashes, getting a kill onto the support Rakan, but not being able to buy, and then like having to get the 2v2 lane. This is so doomed.
From Jun and Noah, and now they're going to go for Tien.
Tien has to go in, twisted advances there, but the Glacial Prison comes through, flash from Humanoid to get the seismic shove. Good pace from Noah.
Maokai is so squishy early too. Tien being here is criminal.
So that Maokai ultimate was not available for that play.
Yep.
They have Maokai ult and he has flash, but he doesn't need to be in the river right now. And as soon as Cream backs off, he needs to drop to bot side. You know, Cream had a W out, so you can't be there.
And now, bigger than the cashback that you get.
Quickness though, flash away, Mako's out of there.
Double flash though. June actually got 2 flashes.
Thanks to Jun, they're getting something out of this bottom lane. When it didn't feel possible, it's the all-in from Cream.
Back that you get.
Quickness though, flash away, Mako's out of there immediately. Jackulov burnt the flash as well. That's double summoner. Thanks to Jun, they're getting something out of this bottom lane.
He does take the stun from the E, but he completes the jump close to Humanoid for the trade. Gets the reset.
Cream runs in with the ulti. He's got a reset too, and he doesn't need it. Cream with the solo kill. And
That was really on the edge. Cream almost had no mana.
He's back, baby.
So now we're moving our bot lane to mid. We're moving our Tristana into a favorable ranged matchup versus the Zac to get some more pressure down.
Bottom tower, Tristana easily pushing over on top side. Wow.
So you can provide pressure here and then try and fight for Herald now.
Bit of control here as I say it. Razork.
Did they ban LeBlanc? Yes, they did, which was smart. Razork committing suicide.
Yeah, they were pretty confident there, top.
Well, this is going to be a 1v1, isn't it? I mean, top esports are finding it everywhere through mid, through bot. Now the
Flash on top of him. He's got Q. Yep.
And everything nice. 369 does it. Cream does it. Jackulov does it. Fnatic are crumbling as top esports bring out the big gun.
Going off anyway.
Hang on, counter engage off.
Okay, so we used Herald in mid lane.
Jun goes into the engage in quickness, but there's no damage from Fnatic. They try so hard to get a little.
Oscar uses TP here.
Hang on, counter engage off. Tara goes down for top esports. Are they caught out is the question. Jun goes into the engage in quickness, but there's no damage from Fnatic.
Counter engage from Maokai ult prevents any kind of follow up from Fnatic.
Commit the ult, but they try to commit the counter punch. Here's the poke again from Jackulov. As top esports now group up as a 5-man around this next round.
Yeah, actually Fnatic can't take Drake here because they'll lose mid tier 2, especially with mites there. Or there? Oh, sorry, no void mites. It's only 3 stacks.
Trying to clear the wave. Good timer on that. Razork though, swing and a miss. Cream with good timing himself. And top esports just getting damage on the inner is still a win.
Still got like 80% damage on turret.
Have to be really safe now. You gotta be way more careful.
Oscar caught out. I want to see. He's got flash available, but doesn't
Oscar also can't engage anymore because he's too chunked.
Just going for the next wave with Inner about to fall down. How do you defend this, Kobe?
I think you gotta give it up. I don't think you defend it. That's too dangerous. That could be like
Yeah, with Oscar low and the fact that they miss Sedge ults, there's actually no engage for Fnatic to do anything, so they just get outranged by top esports, and now they're going to give up the Drake.
for top east. Rotate through jungle.
Okay, a play. Razork though, swing and a miss, but it's 369 who sidesteps in the dominance. He absorbs all the pressure. He takes a while to die, slice and dice eventually does though. With the
Yeah, you're behind enemy lines now, though. It's just going to be a shooting gallery for this Varus. They're all dead. It's reset city for Tristana, too. Jesus Christ. Oh, Ashe just there to provide volleys. They're all dead.
Mako now joins in as well. This Ashe is taking on the Talia mid. Mako in a 1v1.
Flashes off the W.
Mako's back, baby. I don't care that he dies. The fact that he takes that shot.
Cream actually doesn't kill the Rakan.
And Cream
Yeah, it's over, guys. It's so over. Holy sh**.
reset there.
As well with the re-engage on the Cream. Interrupted. Oscar in very nice here. He gets ulted away himself, but Razor comes in to save the counterpunch.
Where was the TP, though?
Cream flashes in the end.
Oh, it was right here.
Fnatic with a big shot.
Yeah, he definitely didn't want to be there, too, because Varus and Ashe are over here, and Ashe has already been used.
Maybe egregious, but like,
So he would have died 100%, I think, if he completes that TP.
by Humanoid. I think that was a mistake. I think Humanoid wanted him to go because now he dies and the
Rip.
lane is open.
The thing is, Humanoid was not looking at where the TP was coming in on the top side. He couldn't have seen, like, that's just unfortunate. But Humanoid, he can't be expected to know, like, that would have been a fail TP.
We'll have channel instead or go.
Yeah, I think you absolutely try to Baron there.
And you're right, it is really hard in the moment, you know.
Because otherwise you just lose this game 100%, so why not?
Your comms at that
I don't think there's going to be a better scenario for Fnatic to potentially win the game than just Baroning.
This Tristana
And at least killing the Tristana is a big point. It's still a 7
is here. Tien is in.
to the band. Snore immediately. The arrow doesn't get cleansed.
Okay, now we just waited for all their ults to come back up and 369 to be there so they can kill us.
Again, he's taken the whole of Fnatic on. He says, come at me. Crocodile fever again.
God, Tristana wasn't even there and they lose.
Is maybe not so lucky. The piercing arrow comes out of the quiver as Oscar in.
So they're trying to burn through it with the double AD carry.
You need a miracle still here, Oscar in, and maybe if you can jump on in, but against the smite, how hard is it? With Bramble smash as well, they jump over instead on the Mako. Baron goes down, and top esports hopes are being
Through it with the double AD carry.
You need a miracle still here, Oscar, and maybe if you can jump on in. But
369 on the flank here. Okay, they force Mako's flash, but he gets on top of Noah, then just
top esports hopes are being restored.
W stuns him. Noah then
Runs on in, sacrifice.
has to use ults. Doesn't die. Still has to use flash, though.
He won't jump
It's over now.
Cream is getting reset and feeling spicy. He wants revenge for the top side play, and now with Tien jumping into the backside, top esports are close to giving to him.
So now we go for the we're gonna fight for the Ocean Salt. Man, you just had to do that Baron. You had to try that Baron earlier because every one of these other plays is a lower percentage play.
Tien starts off the engage. Jackie Love those caught out. He has to flash away. Nate just grabs himself.
Huge Maokai ult.
But that wall needs to go down. They're boxed. They're isolated. Traps like rats. Fnatic need to get out of there now. The series hangs in the balance, and so does the promotion to the main stage. And top esports, knowing it, are going to cleave it for themselves. A double over to Jackie, who got caught out at the start of the play. But like all LPL 80 carries, with summoners, there's always hope. Top esports rose in Chengdu once more. They will not be defeated in front of a home crowd. They will not be defeated by Fnatic. They hold their number, just like they did at 2020 Worlds. The Nexus is now down. And
Well, I'm curious now. I'm actually kind of excited to see tomorrow.